Okay guys, so today I'm going to be showing you guys how I make my birria tacos, birria quesadilla, birria dress y consomme, whatever you want to say. I'm going to be showing y'all how I do this. I did this video once before, but since then I've revised the recipe because I've done it a couple times, and so let's go. So basically I started out with some of these chilies. The red color ones are the guajillo chilies, and the other ones are the ancho chilies. I use probably about 8 to 10, about 5 to 7 of the ancho. I took the seeds out, just cut them open, took the seeds out. The guajillo chilies have more of a sweet taste, fruity taste, and the ancho chilies give smokiness. So I'm gonna use this to really help make our braising liquid. So of course I'm gonna be using beef. I have some beef short ribs right here. I just rinsed them off. And I'm also gonna use some chuck roast, but I use the beef short ribs because they have a bone in them, and the bone helps to make the consomme or the broth a lot richer. So this is the pot roast I use. It's not really huge pot roast. That's because I'm using short ribs as well. So I started off boiling hot pot of water. Then I have another pot that I have just some oil down in, just letting it get hot. And in the boiling hot pot of water, or the hot boiling pot of water, I added some chicken bouillon to that, just to help really just start it off with a nice flavor. I use Airbox brand. I'll show you just, boom, there it is. That's like the best chicken bouillon I've used. It's not really salty, has a lot of flavor, it doesn't have any extra MSG or anything. So I just start placing my short ribs down in there. I'm not gonna put the chuck roast in there because I'm gonna brown it in the other pan. That's what I have the oil for. You can choose to brown all of it or none of it. It's really up to you, but I just really wanted to get that braising liquid going. So I just choose to brown the chuck roast because it helps build depth of flavor. And so I'm just gonna brown it on both sides. It should look like this before you flip it over. When I put it in there, the pan was extremely hot to help get a nice good sear and browning on it. You see that? So yeah, so I'm gonna take that out once it's done and put it, the struggle, just showing it to you. Now I'm gonna put it right over in the pot with those short ribs. Like I said, you can choose to brown the short ribs if you like. I think browning the roast was enough for me in this occasion, and so I'm just gonna let all that go in that boiling chicken broth that I created. Why chicken instead of beef? I just like the flavor. You wouldn't know it at the end anyway. So I just cover that up and let it boil. Okay, in the same pan that I browned the pot roast in, I'm gonna add about 8 to 10 tomatoes. I use Roma tomatoes. Then I use 2 whole onions put in there. Then I added those guajillo chilies and ancho chilies. You know, I'm just gonna start to give that a stir, move it around, help break it down. And the tomatoes are gonna start to soften up, and there's gonna be a liquid starting to form in the bottom of the pot. Just gonna move it around until that happens. Sorry guys, I accidentally recorded in slow motion here, so I had to try to speed it up. Okay guys, so as you can see that in the middle right there where it's boiling, the tomatoes are actually starting to break down a little bit. And so because of that, I'm going to get ready to add my spices. And so here I just added some coarse ground black pepper. You can put peppercorns in there if you like. I just had this on hand, so I didn't feel like it was necessary. After that, I'm going to add in some ground cumin. Be kind of generous with that. It makes everything in this recipe taste so much better. I promise you. I was just kind of generous with that. I'm kind of free-handing these spices. Oregano, I'm going to definitely add some of this in there, but I'm not going to be too crazy with that. I'm just going to get a little bit in there. Okay, once my spices are in, I'm going to add some white vinegar. Just pretty generous with that. I probably added anywhere from about 3/4 to probably half to a 3/4 cup of vinegar. And then I'm going to let it start to boil down in there a little bit. And then here, I'm just going to add some boiling hot water. I have a kettle, so it's easy for me to add hot water. But if not, you can just add regular water out the sink. I just did this because the pot's boiling. If I add boiling hot water, it won't stop the momentum, and everything will just keep on boiling together. So I added probably about 1 liter of water to that. maybe a little less, maybe, you know, half a liter to 3/4 of a liter. You just pretty much want to just add the water in and let just so everything can cover and cook a little longer. So I just boiled this for probably about another 10 minutes. Then I got my blender and I'm gonna transfer everything over to it. Just try to get mostly everything out without too much liquid, and then if it's a little too dry, you're gonna add liquid to the end. But the tomatoes and everything are gonna be holding on to water, so you really don't need to. So here I just blended that up. Started out slow and then put it on high speed, and my blender pretty much crushes everything down. I did have some allspice, cloves, and something else that was kind of whole. I think that part got messed up, so you didn't see me add it in, but you need a blender to really crush that down. If you don't, you're gonna have to strain for sure. But my blender pretty much crushed everything up. I poured that liquid right into the pot. It's gonna create the braising liquid. This is the braising liquid that is that I was talking about earlier, and it's really what your beef is gonna cook in. It's where all that flavor is gonna build and come from. So once that gets boiling like that, I pretty much just give it a stir around and let it continue to boil. And I left the pot boiling pretty open for probably about 2 hours. I did not cover it up because you kind of want it to reduce a little bit, get the excess water out. This is probably about it after 2.5 hours or so. You see the meat's very tender, and some of the fats kind of come off, and you can just tell that the liquid's reduced down and it's not as watery. See that? Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna dig in. Come on. All right, y'all. So this is one of the ribs. Boom. You see the meat fall off? Nothing but bone left. That's what you want. So once you're at this step, you're pretty much gonna get ready to remove all your meat out of that pot. Just turn your burner down, and then as you can see, everything with a bone should just be coming off of it. That's what you want, for sure. Boom, just moving the bones out the way. And so what I did was I went ahead and used my hands. You can use a butcher knife or any type of knife that you have to break the meat down, but I have the gloves on, so I'm going to definitely use my hands. It's hot, but I use my hands because I kind of like big pieces. I don't want to chop it up too much because I feel like that makes it tougher. That's just me. So you see I separated the bones, and also the ribs, all the fat part that's on the back, like that big tendon. Some people might like that, but I just took it off because I didn't want it all in throughout the meat. You can leave it on there if you want to. Also, like the chuck roast, I kind of like some of the big fatty pieces. I kind of pulled out, but trust me, there's plenty of fat within that meat. You don't need all that extra if you don't want it. And so I just broke it down with my hands, and boom, there you go. This is the consomme that's left over. Now you can do it just like this, especially if your blender was enough to break it down as far as mine did. But I just took it and strained it, and really this is what was left. It was just mainly from the meat. It's just broken up meat pieces and, you know, some thicker spices. Really, I didn't have to strain it, but I did just to get a clearer broth. All right, guys, so I refrigerated that because we didn't do it that same day. And as you can see, some of the fat that was on the top kind of hardened up. Now, this did not have a ton of fat because I didn't use a lot of ribs. If you use straight beef ribs and use more ribs, you're gonna get more fat content, but I didn't. And so this was what was on top and it hardened up. I'm actually gonna take that. What am my camera doing? Boy, what is you doing, boy? What are you doing, boy? So I took that off and I added it to another bowl on the side. As you can see, I'm gonna use that to cook our tacos and quesadillas instead of adding more oil to the pan. That's what's gonna give it a nice color on it, and it's gonna make it crispy and crunchy. Okay, so I just brought the consomme back to a boil just so I can get it ready for our tacos. All right, guys, so here I have about 7 tomatillos. I have 2 pasilla chilies, and I also have some ancho chilies that I rinsed off. I'm gonna add water to this and bring it to a boil, and then I'm going to blend it with some salt, pepper, garlic powder, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And some lime juice. That's to make the salsa verde, and Well, it's kind of red, but it was inspired by La Capital. I got the recipe from him, and then I just added sour cream to make a crema, and I also added a couple of ingredients. All right, so guys, we're about to fry tacos. Just take that oil or that grease and get it down in the pan. Then you're gonna add your tortillas, your cheese, and then your beef. You can use whatever cheese you like. I use quesadilla melting cheese, and I also use mozzarella. You can use Oaxaca cheese, any type of cheese that you want for this recipe. It's really versatile. All right, guys, so I use corn tortillas for the tacos. I just found them to be better. Like I said, just add the meat, tortilla cheese meat, close it, flip it, boom. Very simple, very easy. And for the quesadilla, I'm gonna do the same thing, except for this time, I'm gonna add that crema, that salsa crema I made. All right, look at that crispy, crunchy quesadilla. All right, guys, so we're at the end of the recipe. The tacos came out great. To my consomme, which you're gonna see in just a second, I added some green onions. You can add red onions, cilantro, whatever you like, and just dip your tacos, your quesadillas in. See you guys in the mukbang. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm AJ. This is Danny, and we are hashtag the Cannons.
CCTV.
Alright guys, welcome back to our eating show. Alright guys, today we're back with another mukbang, guys, and today we will be having some delicious birria. Yes guys, we have some birria tacos and quesadillas. I made both, and that's what we're going to be having today, guys. You'll see the recipe portion at the beginning. If you didn't skip it, hopefully you didn't skip it. We're going to get all this and more in just a few minutes, but first Danny's going to hit you with just a couple things.
If it is your first time on our channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and after, hit that post notification bell so that you're notified every time we upload. And give this video a thumbs up, like it.
That's right, guys. Hit that button, hit that bell. Make sure you become part of the family, guys. Also remember, hashtag grow, baby, grow. Hashtag the Cannons move closer to our goal of 25,000 subscribers. If you're new to the family, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks for joining. And if you've been here before, of course, as always, welcome back, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and pray, and then we're gonna get in this food. Father God, in the name of Jesus, I ask that you bless this food, Lord. Let it be nourished to our bodies, provide for those who are less fortunate. All these things we ask in your name. Amen.
Yeah.
Time to eat.
All
right, y'all. So
who I'm picking?
I'm going for the quesadilla.
Who finna get chosen?
This is the quesadilla, y'all. Let me see.
This is my taco.
This is a quesadilla. She got a light, little sauce, you know. Little crema. I gotta taste it. I'm good.
It's so good.
Y'all, I had no idea it was that good. This quesadilla is fire. I'm gonna get a little Birria and a little bit of Consomme. This tastes like a grilled cheese with meat and a lot of different Mexican seasonings. How's the taco?
Delicious.
Man. It's fire, boy.
This is everything. Be so good.
This stuff right, huh? I can drink it.
I was just about to ask you, is you gonna say you could drink it?
I could drink it. I could put it in a cup and go sit and watch TV.
Probably would be soothing like if it was cold outside.
I know.
No, wintertime.
It's pretty much a soup because originally We put it in a bowl with the meat and eat it anyway. That ain't nothing but what the it cooked in.
Oh.
So look at that.
That quesadilla is good.
It is, that sauce, that crema on there. Fire. Lord have mercy.
Okay.
Man, this coming right on time, boy. Now sparkling ice, y'all. Peach nectarine. I thought a peach and a nectarine was pretty much the same thing. One just fuzzy.
Right. I think there is a real difference, but it's very like very small.
Good love right here. But the secret to birria, as if I'm Mexican.
Right.
Well, the secret to mine. You gotta take your time with it. If you want that, this Consomme to be fire, then take your time.
It's hard to stop eating.
Oh, you've been so good to me. That juice. Yes, sir. Quesadilla.
Taco a little hot.
Yeah, they're hot. Excuse me.
That little meat inside be so good.
That's
The everything.
that's delicious.
I'm gonna try to make it through this quesadilla and I believe I'm done.
I'm glad it's good though. I'm glad it's good. This will be better than the first time. Remember how I made them before? It was good the first time, but these is taking the cake. Damn. I ain't even playing with y'all today, boy. I'm trying to hit.
I know some people had commented at one point and said they had tried it and they didn't like it.
Right. The problem is, in my opinion, is I think it got popular, and you know, a lot of restaurants might not have offered it, and so I think some just started offering it, but they're not doing it. You know, like doing it. Some restaurants are offering it now, or when it first got popular, and a lot of restaurants start offering it, but they're not doing it. Like they're not reducing, you know, cooking the meat long enough, letting the sauce reduce and adding all the right spices and things in there to really get it nice and rich. So, and you know, so they're making the tacos, but like the consomme might not be that good. It might be kind of watery, because you can tell like this is not, it's not a thick liquid, but if you look at it, like it's not a thick liquid, but if you look, you can tell like that it's like not water either. Like there's a lot going on, and so so hot. But you can tell that it's not. You know, I think I've seen even videos of people whenever it first got popular around us, and their consomme look like water. They almost see through. And I'm like, nah. So I think that's why some people probably ain't had the best experience. Let me tell you, baby.
All the experiences I done had.
It's a restaurant that just opened up near us. They Birria is fire.
We done been there how many times?
They Birria is fire, boy.
Too many.
Now I say I could drink this. I can literally drink theirs for real.
I believe I saw you do it.
They only give you this little cup.
I believe you. I saw you.
Look, I wouldn't even eat my taco right. I was like this. All right. Trying to take little small bites because I was trying to dip and suck the juice out. This is fire, boy. They got theirs right. This is good today. Like, this is really good. This is the first one I made was good a long time ago, but I've done it a couple times in between. But this right here, cheers.
And I thought you was about to pour that in there. I said, oh my God. What do that do? What does peach nectarine do?
Add a little razzle down.
No razzle, no dazzle. I said, this man about to pour this in here. Wait before you do it. Let me get me a portion out.
I said I could drink it. Make it. Add a little carbonation.
No, ew.
Make it a mountain, like a mountain.
I'm about to be like, can I please take my sampler out? Because I don't want that.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably use it. Of course, we're not just gonna throw this out. Of course not. What I'll probably do is, we got leftovers, but I'll probably put some meat in them. I'll probably put it back in the pot, strain it, put it back in the pot, and I mean, and don't be like, that's nasty. Y'all been dipping in it. It's just us.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna strain it and put it back in the pot. And instead of adding more beef to it, because I use all the beef in the tacos, I'm probably just add some chicken thighs to it. Let it
Not
cook.
gonna look.
And I probably, instead of putting it in a taco or whatever, I probably just eat it with some cabbage in a bowl. It's gonna be fire.
Cabbage. Eat your rice and cabbage.
Because I didn't intentionally, but I did not know how much consomme I was gonna make, but I didn't want for it to be like a little bit to the point to
where you be like at the restaurant.
And they be trying to
skimp
because they didn't use enough. They didn't make enough for the day. Because I think with Birria, I think they start in the morning, and you know they get all the beef and everything cooked, And because it's literally the drippings, that's what the cook pans on. When they getting close to running out, if they ain't got no more cooking,
they gonna give you that little foam cup you be getting. And you be having the ration.
I'll be like, give me 2. I pay extra.
I pay extra. No, sir. So this past weekend we watched the movie Respecting the
R-E-S-P-C-T. Find out what I want from me.
Please, bam.
R-E-S-P-C-T.
Please, bam.
Lady.
No. Oh, yeah. Hers might be worse.
R-E-S-P-C. That's what I want from me. R-E-S-P-C-T. That's what I want. Respect. Right.
It is definitely
Hers
worse.
was actually, it made me sad. It did not, I wasn't
And
laughing.
she walked away like.
I was sad.
She walked away like.
Very
Like
sad.
she spit that fire, bro. R-E-S-P-C-T.
What were your thoughts?
Find out what you want from me. But
No, I won't.
I liked the movie. I really did. Now
Me too.
I don't really have too many negative. I mean, it kept my attention, and I think Jennifer Hudson did a great job.
Even with the
Very right. Even with
Yes,
speaking like her.
Yes.
Well, I never did that.
And the whole time we were sitting there watching it, every time she did it, I
Really?
looked at AJ.
Really, come on, now that's ridiculous.
I looked at AJ. Like, did
Alright.
you hear it?
Cause I'm sexy.
Stop! I don't like that one.
But yeah, I think Jennifer Hudson did a great job playing her. I think the singing, she was in there singing, and even like, I mean, y'all know Jennifer gonna sing anyway, but
Right.
she didn't. Jennifer's voice is Jennifer's voice, but I think she made an effort to definitely try to make it more Aretha-like, and then. Like a lot of the emotional parts with the songs and everything were really good. I felt like she didn't just sing,
Right.
but she really tried to, convey the emotion that probably went on them. And even at I thought it was a cool, very cool, and like nice emulation was whenever they got to the part where she recorded the gospel piece album with James Cleveland. If you watch the original with Aretha. Even when she was singing, the way that her mouth looked and the way her when she was singing out, I mean, Jennifer did a great job.
She did a great
I thought it was
job.
good. I thought it definitely showed details, on her life that were important, and strained relationships, and her her alcohol habit that she had at one point, and things like that. I thought it was really good.
But what I found was funny is that with the one with Cynthia, they didn't focus too much on the alcohol thing.
No, they focused on more of her childhood,
And like early
the early
20s,
exposure to
yeah.
sexual things, and all the issues with her dad, and the his imperfections, and but still her love for him and her family. I thought they both had. Even though the family was hot about the other one.
Why you gotta whisper?
I think they both had. They were both good to me, and I think they both.
I enjoyed both.
I mean, they both at some points focused on the same thing, but I think the other one focused like with Cynthia. Yeah. It focused on more of her relationships with her 2 husbands. Well, she was married twice, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and like I said, all the other, but I mean, and I liked Forrest.
I was
as
just
the
about
dad,
to say my
but
only
what's his
issue.
name? Courtney.
Yeah, Vance.
Yeah.
Vance.
Yeah, Courtney. Courtney Vance. I'm pretty sure it's Courtney Vance. I just want to feel like he got 3 names, but
I think he do. He's a B in the middle, ain't it?
I don't know.
I might have made that up.
Courtney B. Vance, yeah. So yeah, the one with Courtney B. Vance. I thought Courtney B. Vance. I thought he did a great job.
Forrest didn't do a bad job.
Forrest is Forrest. Forrest gonna act. So,
But Forrest preached
but
like
I don't
Forrest
know.
would preach.
I wasn't expecting that from Courtney B. Vance. Even though I know he's a great actor. I mean, him and Angela. I feel like if Angela in your house, you ain't got no choice. But
Pull up.
right. But yeah, he I thought, you know, I just was very compelled by his character.
Yes.
But anyway, yeah, overall, I thought that it was a great movie. And, you know, I think if you're going to...
and even though... I didn't mean to cut you off.
What you got to say, girl?
Oh, even though it was 2.5 hours, it felt nothing like watching Ray lengthwise.
Look.
Ray, I was like...
Ray, do Ray.
Please, Ray. Please enjoy. Please end this. It was so much.
It was.
And how long is that movie anyway?
Longer than a Monday, I'll tell you that much.
Let me tell you something. While we on these, Ella, we got we got in there and we got out, okay?
Right.
That one wasn't long at all that I can remember.
Something told me.
All I remember is drugs and cussing folk out with that movie and that terrible wig.
She couldn't even. She lived up to her own movie because I think she's ready to cuss Beyonce out of.
She did a good job. I think she did a great job.
I don't think it was about the movie. I think it was about like she was jealous of like her singing her songs or something like that. I don't know, but I was.
Girl, get your old butt. Ray is 3 hours.
Ray, it's like I said, longer than a Monday.
And I like. Shut up. I like Ray. It's fine, but when we were sitting in the movie theater, I was like, did we start this thing over again? Cause let me tell you something. If they missed some pieces of his life, God knows he did a lot.
I mean,
I feel like we got the whole.
Lord, I thank you for my sight, and I'm not trying to be picky. I'm not trying to pick, but I never knew a blind man could be such a womanizer,
oh my God.
a drug user,
Give me your wrist.
and a musician.
Give me your wrist.
A very famed musician.
Give me your wrist. Yes, you. Yes. Yes, it's you. Yes. Yes, your wrist. It feels like that you could do things for me. Your wrist gives me life. Cause what?
I never knew.
Which I'm sure you could touch it more than a wrist and a hand.
I said, go ahead, Ray.
Okay.
Go, Ray.
I don't know if them women really look like
I'm
that.
saying. We got I was saying.
Fighting over.
Yeah, wait. You a whole popular musician. You doing drugs and you got all these women.
You living life.
You blind. I say you just never know. I mean, like I said, I'm thankful for my sight. And I definitely ain't picking. I was surprised. I was surprised. I mean, I never would have known.
No.
Now what's Stevie out here doing?
God, Stevie, please don't be touching wrists.
They said,
stop it. What are you about to say? What are you about to say?
Somebody that uses the word Pacific said that they believe he can see.
A lot of people say they say he can see everything but them dreads holding on.
They said
leave this man alone.
Now my thing is,
unless he's like legally blind, like you know how.
Now, if we was legally blind, we would know that. But let me find out. Stevie been playing everybody.
Hey, Dave.
Let me get off the blind subject.
Just don't even keep talking about it.
If he was over here doing stuff to make me think that he could see, I'd be on edge all the time.
Glasses now.
I ain't got time for you to be acting like you blind and you're not, and then we in the house and I'm over here trying to do my work or whatever, and you actually can see me. I'll be over here trying to figure out. While he's sitting on the couch, I'll be real quiet. Try to sneak up behind him. I had to put some cotton on my shoes or something.
Cotton?
He was like...
Well, you have to think too. People that eyesight isn't well, other senses are heightened. He gon' feel that whoosh or hear it.
Wow.
You gotta stand in front of him with a basketball and throw it.
Somebody, this is my last thing about Stevie, because there was a time when the internet always made jokes with Stevie, I hated it because I would always come across it and I'd not want to laugh and I'd be hollering. I'd be trying not to laugh, but somebody go on screenshot talking about Stevie Wonder's Twitter page.
What was it? Nothing but letters up
You
there.
go down the page is nothing but a bunch of tweets with a bunch of letters. It was wrong, but I was less mature than I am now.
AJ, you're smiling right now.
Cause I remember laughing. I was like, man, why do these people keep bothering Stevie? Cause they kept. I was so many tweets so many memes and stuff. But yeah. Anyway.
Just leave, please. Just don't talk about no blind no more.
Who else done had a documentary?
That's like
Not documentary, but a movie, a life movie that's been in theaters. Let's be clear.
Yeah. I can't remember no more.
I mean, I don't know.
I don't think there have been that many. Let me see if I can look it up.
Well, I ain't seen all of them. Like I know ain't there a Dorothy Dandridge movie? That's got Halle Berry, right? And I haven't seen. But yeah. Except for all of course, the classics like Temptations on. Michael Jackson movie. I'm talking about Ray. Michael Jackson movie is in parts.
That thing, you could take a nap and wake up and it's still on.
Like I told you, I think we talked about it before.
Yeah, a 2-hour nap.
I don't think I've ever watched the whole thing consecutive. Like I think I've just seen so many bits and pieces that I kind of like
them together.
Put it together. I know what happened during the movie.
I've never seen the 5 Heartbeats one.
You not?
Never.
Yep.
What's that one we watched at your mama house? It was on Netflix.
Wow.
And Lorenz Tate. Oh gosh.
Lorenz Tate.
He was the person, the man. The man was short. And he was little.
Oh yeah, we forgot about What's Love.
Oh yeah, Tina and him.
Do with it. That was a good one too.
It was. Let me see.
I couldn't figure out why Angela Bassett's out here with all these strengths and she couldn't knock right upside the head.
Okay. Always look strong. Always.
But let's see.
Why do fools fall in love? You remember we watched that?
What's it about?
Some man. Hold on.
Are you sure?
What? Frankie Lyman.
Oh yeah. Oh God. How?
I can't remember. But yeah.
You got a good memory.
Music stuff like that I remember, but everything else, go whoosh, just gone. Stop putting your finger in there.
Ooh.
Bill Cosby.
I love. Ooh.
And now you over here like my little cousin trying to use it as a carrier, like he do with chicken bones and ranch.
Well, ranch and this is 2 different things.
Yeah, he should be doing
You sucking and get a little lime juice and a little bit of that. I got some lime juice in here too. Just a little bit. But anyway, y'all, we're gonna go ahead and get up out of y'all way. Thank y'all for joining us today. These tacos were absolutely delicious. I'm putting the recipe at the beginning if you feel like you have the time. I mean, really, it didn't take that long. It's just that it's a detailed recipe, somewhat. You know, I don't do super detailed, but it's somewhat detailed. So if you want to make this, it's absolutely delicious. Boom. And I mean, you can do what you want. You can just make it. You don't have to put it in tortillas if you don't want to. You can just put your beef in a bowl with some cabbage or just cilantro, onion, whatever you want to put in, or you can just do the beef in the consomme, and which is just liquid. I mean,
what if I throw a noodle in there?
You can put noodles in there. You can put noodles in there. But yeah, it's absolutely delicious, man. I'm trying to tell you. So don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, guys. Remember to give this video a thumbs up. It's free. Yeah. You know, I ain't charging you nothing. YouTube ain't charging you nothing. And also, guys, remember to drop a comment down below so we can talk to you. Unless you're talking about my wife's makeup or, you know,
or the way my husband eats.
Yeah, so you know.
Because that might merit a response you might not
It'll
want.
never change. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and I ain't even gonna get in all that. No. But y'all know, y'all who show love, we show love. Y'all know who y'all is. And you know who you is.
Point.
You know who you is that be talking. But anyway, y'all, we gonna get up out of here. Guys, remember, share it with everybody. Sharing. You got anything else?
Oh, we had 2 shout outs, didn't I?
Shout out to Troy. husband of CC. That's her YouTube handle. Shout out to Troy. He moved his daughter into college. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to you for being a great father, great husband, you know, and being able to let go. Because you know what I'm saying, that great transition into adulthood, college things, I know it's got to be rough on the parents. But at the same time, you got to be glad if that was your only daughter and you have an empty nest. But if not, then have fun with the rest. But anyway, shout out to you, Troy. Shout out to you.
And happy birthday to Nicolette. Today is her birthday.
Happy birthday, Nicolette.
Girl.
Happy birthday to you, Nicolette. Woo. Y'all party, turn up, take a shot of Birria juice. Consomme. It'll be just as fulfilling, I promise.
Nobody want no shots on their birthday.
I do. Happy birthday to me. Put a little tequila in it. It's Mexican. You like?
Warm. It's warm.
So, Bloody Mary. It's savory.
All right.
All right, y'all. We about to go ahead and slide. You got anything else here?
No.
Right,
Did you say girl? Bye-bye.
Peace.